best for a while, trying to please everyone who's around me. I've been putting on my fake smile, even though I'm wasting time. I don't wanna be trapped in a box, trying to be like the rest but I'm not. I just wanna go my own way, gonna let the past burn down. Cause honestly, don't wanna be stuck in boring conversations with you. With you, I'm gonna leave it all behind, find myself, I'm gonna start over new. Yeah, I'm on my way now. 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 I'll be going away for a while. Oh, and I don't know what I'll find. Maybe I can be a rock star, playing songs on my guitar. I know I have to be somewhere else to be able to find myself. Shouldn't be so complicated. If I listen to my heart, I'm gonna leave it all behind, find myself, I'm gonna start over new. Yeah, I'm on my way now. 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 I'm on my way now.
Friday! Welcome back to another morning skate show directly for the Sunshine State in Florida. This is your hockey coach guru, Coach FRENCHY, for the Hockey Nation Live Show. This is the first day of April, number 1, happy April Fool 2022 for the amazing great Friday. This is conclude the end of the week of the March, honestly. And we are ready to rock and roll the month of April. And a lot of things going on. First of all, this is the last month of the hockey season, NHL 2021-2022. From today, we are 30 days or 29 days to the end of the season. We're going to see at the end of the season who's going to be in the playoff, who's going to be in the race for the Stanley Cup 2022. So it'll be really interesting. A lot of games still to have to play to define who's going to finish first, second, third, and fourth on each division. And a lot of great race on the West Conference, on the Pacific, on the Central Division. 9 games we have to review tonight, right now for last night. Happened in NHL. We have a couple of milestones. The Austin Matthews, Jonathan Huberdeau, the Florida Panthers, the Kirill Kaprizov, the shootout, Frederick Anderson, the shootout, Sergei Bobrovsky. Dallas win at the last night, late, and the Kings find a way to win in Calgary. The Vegas right now, if you are a Vegas fan, it's not looking good for them, but we'll see what's happening. Tonight, we have 7 games on the program for NHL. We're going to, of course, be back tonight at 6 o'clock p.m. with our friend in our tab for another warm-up show about prediction. And we start today, the last month in April, the last month of the year of the hockey season. We're going to do a leaderboard for the prediction. I'm going to talk more about this at 6 o'clock. And tonight, I'm not sure what I'm doing. 3 things could happen. I can go to do the Islanders Rangers. I can go to do the Edmonton's, the Blues. I can maybe do a power play, or I can also do nothing. So I don't know. I will play by ear today because this weekend we still have a Montreal Canadiens play tomorrow night. Sunday night we have the power play show. So it will be interesting what we have in the program for you guys during the weekend. And, of course, we're going to talk about today a couple of milestones and injuries around the new signature happening around the league, around the NHL. And we have, don't tell to anybody, yesterday, hopefully you enjoy it, to get a guest like a Sportsology, Mr. Ross Cohen, talking about the prospect NHL. And I hope you enjoy those kind of guests because what? Yes, we are on the straight right now because next Wednesday, we have the French Expert NHL Draft 2022. Mr. Marco D'Amico is going to join us live for another the morning skate show. Marco write a lot in the hockey abs now, something like that. I cannot remember. He does 2 podcasts. He's been an NHL expert for draft players for many, many years. I have a chance to interview him during my podcast with Independent Box. And Marco said, yes, right away. Coach, I will be there next Wednesday. So let's prepare. If you have any question for him, you can email me already. Send it to me. I will put this I will save it and prepare those questions for Marco. And hopefully see each one of you back here next Wednesday. Ask a question about anything about NHL draft. Your team, what kind of prospect you have, what they look like, what kind of season did they have so far. And then the upcoming NHL prospect is going Marco talk about those players like Kiki, Savoie, Cooley, Slavnovkis. We talk about Shane Wright, Nemec, Jerenchek, Lambert, Kemel, and so many. We can talk all day long about the NHL draft. But we have a few people in the chat. I'm so happy to see Joseph LANHAM this morning. I said maybe this is maybe a case when someone can take his life out of his maybe suicide or something like that, because the Devils last night, my goodness, the Devils, I don't know what happening there. But I'm glad to see Mr. Joseph LANHAM back this morning. They lost by a score 8-1 yesterday, and it was not pretty. It was ugly, to be honest with you. The Boston Bruins dominate completely the Devils, yes, and they need a goaltender for sure over there. So, Mr. Moore, Yamo Vertanen back in the house this morning. April Fool, Mr. Yamo. Coach is not going to fall in this part over there. By the way, I don't know if you know, but the Quebec Nordic are returned in NHL next season. The Ottawa Senators is going to move in Quebec, so be ready. They're going to start the season 22-23 at the Pepsi Center, or they call it now the Bell Center, whatever they call it, and now the new building over there. And expect to see the Nordic next season. I can wait to see the Quebec versus Montreal Canadiens for the season 22-23. So I can wait to see that. Mr. Stratic, welcome back. But maybe just rest your voice tonight. I'm still not sure, Stratic. Honestly, my first thought, it was really Edmonton St. Louis Blues. Stratic. I look all the game, and they don't have like a big game. The only big game for me in my eyes, if you think about two teams together, play each other for a race, is really the Edmonton St. Louis. And I like the time at the start of the game at 9 o'clock. So Stratic, honestly, I'm almost going to get that game. I like to see team I did not watch a lot. I didn't see a lot of Blues. The Oilers. I watched a lot of game. I will say to you, I maybe watched 30, 35 game already, Edmonton Oilers. But the St. Louis Blues, I can say to you about 10. So I really am going to go that game. And both them are racing for the spot in NHL. So maybe that's the one I'm going to do. Kelly, welcome back in the house. Yes, Kelly, Quebec is back in the league, and Ottawa, because the owners, everything like that, they now transfer the team over there in Quebec. So it'll be interesting about that one over there to go from there. Jake M, welcome aboard. Jake, we love you. Here we go, RG, absolutely right. 31 days, playoff NHL 2022. Directly from New Jersey, the insider with all the update, all the news. We love him. We are so grateful. Mr. RG Calabro Sports in the house. From north, upstate of the New York, Mr. Jose Duarte in the house. Kenny, my dad just told me Price is the backup tomorrow. Yep, Carey Price coming very soon with the Montreal Canadiens. You're going to see him next week, I believe, in Montreal. And I can wait. People have a standing ovation for Carey Price. One thing in Montreal, they are really good fans. Some stuff like that is the standing ovation. The people stand up. And by the way, talking about standing ovation, guys, really nice what the Florida Panthers fan did yesterday. When you have an opponent team players accomplish a milestone, it's not your team. It's not everybody make something special, but the fans at the Florida yesterday, a standing ovation for Jonathan Toews to play his 1,000 game. Really impressed by the response of the Florida Panthers fans. I know a lot of them was from Chicago. They love the Chicago, but still, we have to recognize that one over there for sure. Matthews, 50 goal, a Marner 50 point. Here we go. There's a bing bang goal happening. Jose, about that. You're welcome, Jose. Which arena will they play in Quebec? The big one, Kelly, I cannot remember I call them the white bear because it's a white bear, it's a white rink over there. The new one they just built. I thought they were calling him the Pepsi Center, but I'm completely wrong. It's the guy who owns the TV, TVA Sport, and the news, the Journal de Montréal, and the radio station. But I cannot remember. So someone maybe can help me about that. We'll do some search about this. Kudos did a nice hit yesterday. Kudos played with Chariot last night, and he did very well together. So we'll see. Golden-Arctic, great to see them back in the league. Bad news for Ottawa, but they can't always become as fan. Montreal not too far. This is a fake. Here we go. April Fools. Just kidding. Just kidding. They are not going back in Quebec, but the truth is they're working right now to maybe have 5 games from Ottawa Senator in Quebec. I don't know that's happening about that, but yeah, it's only April 1st, so I did not know what kind of news I can create here today. You have some hook, Coach. Yes. The only one, the another news I could say is... is Montreal Canadiens are talking right now with Alain Vigneault to become the new head coach for the upcoming season. So be alert about that one also. But this is a fake news. But I talked to, I text some people this morning, and I told me, the Montreal now talk with Alain Vigneault. We know Vigneault work with Jeff Gordon, everything like that. And the people say, why? Why they do that? Saint Louis is good? Why they do that? I don't understand. Alain Vigneault again, returning with Montreal Canadiens. They did with Charry, they did with Terrien, they did with Claude Julien. Now they do it with Alain Vigneault. What the mess is going now? And then 2 people was so upset about that, and it was not true. But April Fool. it was a good one. Honestly, it's a good one. Alain Vigneault worked with Jeff Gordon, so that's the lights over there, and then. I was just, that's a good one over there. Oh, John Gregor, welcome aboard. And Mr. Ryan Basque, welcome aboard. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. That'd be awesome. That'd be great if you can do that. The moderator, the Hockey Digital Show, back in the house today, Mr. Danny Ponybeen T. And the house. In Finland, we call this April Lipila. April Lipila. It's funny because when you see this word, right? Aprilia. Aprilia. Soya celiaggio cureveta pelilai. My goodness. But Aprilia. It looked like a name of a fish, by the way. I feel like it's like a, like a trout or... I don't know, a salmon. Hey, I just got an Aprilia, but it's an April Fool. But hey, buddy, I just got you. What are you talking about? Today is an Aprilia. What are you talking about? It's Aprilia. Come on, you don't know Aprilia? It's April Fools. You don't know you're Finland? It's Friday, so we have a good time with today. Everything like that. Danny. Have a great Coach, did you hear about the Senator going to have to play 5 games? I read that last night. Yeah, I heard that about this. They have some by the way, if you don't know, Mr. Danny is worse. They moving now in Quebec, Danny. The Quebec Nordic come back next year. And the Ottawa Senator, they only not play 5 games anymore, Danny. They play the full year next season. So be ready for that one over there. So that's what's happening around the league. And Mr. Richard Molin, hey, Coach, happy Poisson d'Avril. This is French. And then after that, Richard, it's in Finland, it's called Aprilia. So, Aprilia. Coach, good April Fool is that you send an email. Everyone said, oh, those girls are live today on the warm-up show. Maybe what I should do is to go to Hooters this weekend and go eat over there and tell to 2, 3 girls to screaming Hockey National Show or something like that. They love Hockey National Show. That's something we need to look about that one over there. So about that one over there. And John Gregor said, Danny, Toronto won the Stanley Cup April 4th. It could happen about that one over there. You know, we go talk about this, but look, Toronto looking good. We have to be honest with that part over there. They have a great game yesterday again. Find a way to beat, the Winnipeg Jets 7-3. Poor Jets fans. This is over for them. They're never going to come back. Dallas just operate. The Dallas, after the Toronto guys jab the Winnipeg Jet, the Dallas Star uppercut and KO the Winnipeg Jet last night late, and that was over for them. Unfortunately, they cannot come back on that one. There's too much. The Vancouver Canucks also the same way. I don't see. By the way, you can go on my on the channel to have a poll today. Which team going to make the playoff? And right now, I see the Dallas go in, honestly, over everybody else. I don't see Vegas in anymore. It could change, but I don't see in front of me what could happen. They were losing 0-2, yes, Yamo. And then they come back 2-2, and then the Jets score 3-2. But they cannot handle the power offense of the Toronto yesterday. 2 goals on power play by Nylander. Tavares had 1. Matthews got an empty net over there. Marner joined the party. Giordano over there too. And I believe that if you look about what's happening right now in Toronto, the key is really Giordano is not be better to Morgan Riley. He's not better to the AJ Brody. But what Giordano does right now for the league, they stabilize their defensemen. And that's the key behind that. And that he helped right now to put Justin Holt better. And sometimes that's what you need. And Michel have a goal yesterday, 15 on PK. And he's established his best season with the most goals in his career. So, look, they are hot. They're looking good. Like I said, I studied, and I should do this for you guys this morning, but I have no time. I studied the month of April. So we talk about coach. I check every schedule for each team, every one of them. One by one, how many games they play, 16, 15, where they are at home, on the road. And I'll be honest with you. After I did this on Atlantic Division, all right, I gave already the first position to the Panthers. It's almost impossible they lose that position in my eyes. But then I said, okay, who's going to finish second? Who is going to finish third? Who is going to finish fourth? Why this team can get it? Why they cannot get another one? Everything like that. And unfortunately for the Leafs, guys, and with all the respect, and it's not against you guys, but the Tampa Bay Lightning, I believe they have 17 games to go, or 16 games to go. 16 of them are 10 of them are at home. And then they play 13 of the 17 again. The team are below the playoff. They don't make the playoff. So the only game they have very hard is one time Florida Panthers, one time or 2 times Toronto Maple Leafs, and 1 time the Boston. That's one thing they have. The rest, it's Montreal, Columbus, New Jersey, and you go all the way like that. So for me, the Tampa Bay Lightning is going to finish second. Who's going first? Third, coach. The Toronto Maple Leafs. I know they have to play again the Panthers, the Tampa, the Boston, but the Boston have the most difficult schedule. They have to play again Colorado back in 2 games. They have to play Pittsburgh. They have to play Carolina. They have to play Toronto. They have to play Tampa. They have to play Panthers. That Boston right now, they have the most difficult schedule for the rest of the season. That can happen. But right now for me, it's going to be Tampa Bay. It's going to be Toronto, and Boston. On the Metropolitan, I did the same thing about that. Okay, Carolina right now. The key of Carolina, guys, is this. The Rangers, they have 6 points behind. Right now, they have 8 points because of this. But if they are the same number of game, they are 6 points behind. They play twice against Carolina. That could be a big factor. Rangers have an easy schedule. I still believe it's going to be Carolina, Rangers, Pittsburgh, and Washington. That will be my schedule, my end of my Metropolitan. So it's going to be Florida versus Carolina, and then Boston versus, Florida, Washington, Carolina, Boston, Tampa Bay, Toronto, and then New York Rangers versus the Pittsburgh Penguins. This is my prediction for the East Conference this season about that. Sorry about this. I picked up a couple of people here. Let me check about this. I was talking and then I forgot about everything here. No, they are not, but we might end up that way. There would be 1,000 people on your show then, Yamo. Yeah, I won the Stanley Cup. They were losing 2-0. I'm happy Winnipeg is out. Coach, is it the Nordic returning an April Fool joke? Is it real? It's just a joke, Ren. Coach, are they always 30 team? There are rivalities between the Winnipeg and the Toronto, and that's the reason. I love Austin Matthews and Leon Draisaitl going at it for the Richard Trophy. Whatever win, it will be real entertaining battle to the end of the regular season. You're absolutely right about this statistic. And is it good enough for them if they win the Rocket Richard? They become also the MVP on NHL. What do you think about that? Are you agree or not? Coach Price is going to have a special announcement today. Think is going to retire. It looked like we heard Jose is going to be the backup of goaltender tomorrow at the game. So that's what happening about that one there. But again, it could be another April Fool's, April Fool because he's not around the team. So I don't know about that. That's why I'm not talking too much about him. Danny, Rand and January Bitman said to the Quebec government 5 games from Ottawa would be a Quebec state to see how they would sell. Maybe they would come back, but not owners pass away. This might be change. Gary Price back up Allen apparently. Danny is asking, I think, because Coach early Ottawa is switching to Quebec next season. Rand tip Ottawa news, it will see. I almost forgot to like the stream. Yep, don't forget to click on the likes at April Fools. Hey, Coach, do you, if there are a chance an NHL team could move to Toronto? No, Jake, about that one over there. Okay, Kelly, now I understand about it's the one you say about Kelly don't listen to be coached today. That's pretty much, that could happen. But Kelly, it might be now because the owner passed away, anything could happen. Yes, on that one over there, guys, honestly, the truth is like Danny said, they talk about 5 games. This is real. Now, the team move in Quebec, I completely, it was a fake news about that one over there. But it's true about the 5 game, Danny, about that. Could any team be moved in the near future? I don't see this, Richard. Now, when I see this, they're not going to have a new franchise in NHL. The Arizona, it was really the team I thought at some point can move. I believe it will stay there now with the situation. They stabilize the Arizona State University. They build a new one in Temple. So I don't see Arizona move. Now, the Ottawa is another conversation. Before Mr. Eugene Melnick passed away, I thought, nobody moved. It could move if someone like Ottawa owner say, you know what, we don't want, it could make the team from Ottawa to go to Quebec. It could happen. But that's pretty much what I can see right now. Otherwise, all other locations are looking great at that moment. Price should be playing tomorrow while backing up. Is this true, Coach? I cannot trust in one sense April Fool. Sportnet looked like they confirmed, but again, whatever Sportnet said, everything like that, I would be a little bit 50-50. Again, I didn't see it. I did not look my Twitter. Usually, the Twitter account was Sportnet says something, and then everybody else add Philman or Frank or other expert mention something like that. it could happen. But I will have to look about my Twitter account when I'm done with the show today. So that's where we are. If Quebec Nordic come back, I'm kidnapping Matthews. No. You want him to play for Quebec. About that one over there. Talking about Quebec, talking about everything. Let's dive in here a little bit about some information here about this. We like to have all the news around the league and NHL. So let's talking about friend news around for sure. Let me get right there. Do we have a sub somewhere? No, we don't have the. What's happening with those stuff? Anyhow, the Florida Panthers, ladies and gentlemen, they had a franchise record for the win at home. They won their 28th game yesterday. 28 game yesterday on their home. They still have a couple of games. They're on the road right now. But will be interesting the rest of the season. Strategic. If Draisaitl win the Hart, Ross, even if he lose the Richard by a goal or two, it may be still with the Toronto Maison making huge performances. They can't about battle face at defense. Yeah, I not said that I feel that Rocket Richard could helping the players to win the Hart, Ross. Honestly, you're right, because Matthews leaving Toronto and everything is bigger in Toronto could helping Matthews. And it's a two-player play with a team where they are helping their team to make the playoff. But who can win also that trophy MVP? I still one player make a big difference right now. It's Roman Hosey for the Nashville Predator. If you take Matthews 20 goals, is it Toronto in the playoff? I think so. If you take 20 goals and Draisaitl out, do you think they make the playoff? I think so. But a guy like Ozzy completely dominate the Nashville Predator on both ways. I still believe he has get there. Then Chesterkin, that's another one. Without Chesterkin, do you believe the Rangers make the playoff? Maybe not. That's another one we have to consider this. Unfortunately, it does not work like the way I'm talking about, but that's the way I will mention how we can keep those players or not. About that. Saturday, April 16, 14 game, April 22. Thank you so much, RJ. Draisaitl is not actually bad in defense. As some ways, he's asked to do more and matches on PK. Maybe I share defense with his own start. Yeah. It's hard, those kind of players usually. The people score 45, 50 goals and they are not the great defenseman players on the defensive. It is like this. It's nothing wrong. It's just that they are. Like Barkov is a great, but Barkov never maybe reached the 50 goals per year. He maybe reached the 100 point, but he's really stepped over. Bergeron, he reached close to 40 goals, but he's not become a guy who score 50 goals. At some point, you have to balance the both ways. The Sebastian Aho in Carolina, that's a great example. But both of them play better on the defensive zone, I believe, in the last 2 years. Matthews improved, Draisaitl improved. But that's the points going on around this. Calais, I'm a major Nazik, that's fun. Pourquoi donc Goldman there we go. Everything like that. Yes, Yamo, Matt Zogard will make his first career against the Detroit Red Wings. It was confirmed by Ottawa Senators. Great one over there, Mr. Yamo. I got for the lead because the Matthews, Danny, about that. Another news happening, and of course, you know that. Not this one. I apologize for the keyboard. He did it. Austin Matthews, congratulations, 50 goal, the first to reach this season in NHL, maybe following by Leon Draisaitl tonight. Will be interesting about that. And also, he took 3 weeks game to reach the 50 goal mark for anybody born in USA. Kevin Steven, he was also 62 game. Jeremy Roenick took him 67. Pat LaFontaine, 71. And Bobby Carpenter, 72 game to reach 50 goal. All of them, it's funny you think about this, is most of them was at the beginning of 90s and also at the end of middle of 80s. So congratulations, Austin Matthews. He became the first one born in USA and the 21st century to reach that 50 goal mark. And well done, past Mr. Austin Matthews. Coach, I think Lee will make it to second round. I know at some point this question is coming to me. And I will say to you, Jose, not yet. Not yet. You have to wait for the next couple of weeks. What looked like Jake Campbell. And then after that, you have to evaluate, can really the Toronto, or do you feel comfortable right now that Toronto can beat the Tampa Bay Lightnings? Because that's going to be the playoff first round. For them, they have a better chance to beat the Tampa Bay versus Boston. The physicality of Boston could bother the Toronto Maple Leafs. But the Tampa Bay are not always physical, but they can score a lot of goals. That's my question to you. Do you feel comfortable right now that Toronto can beat Tampa Bay? That's because that's going happening that way, in my eyes, at that moment. Did you know that Tiger Woods and the Winnipeg Jets will be golfing very soon? I did not know this all the way, Jake, but I know all of them are really good golfers, like the Montreal Canadiens. Will be interesting. I think some of them, like Mike Hoffman, can join them to skate. Way to go, Matthew. Ryan Bass, coach, I have so many questions. First, is Nozick coming back through? No. Second, is Price really been back up, Allen? It's coming from Kelly. No verification for my part. So she said Sportnet did it. But again, is it true or not? I'm a little bit surprised because Price right now is not with the team. Now, he can fly anytime to go join the team over there. It could become that way, but it would be interesting. I think so, Jose, but the team need to step up. Did Gretzky score 50 goals and 50 games, Jake? Anybody can answer that question? I have the answer already, but anybody can answer that one over there without Google it. Did Gretzky score 50 goals and 50 games? The answer is yes. How many goals? How many games? That's the biggest question. Mr. TAG and the house. Number one fans of the New York Islanders. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. AKYT and the house. Thanks for joining us. I would like to see Toronto visit Boston first round. Me too. They have to play as a team. Do you think backup has 40 goal season and him some point in his career? I'm surprised he's never hit the 40. I think so. It's strategic. Look, he's going to finish about 36, 38 goals this season. He's still at 31, I believe, right now, 32. I could be wrong by 1 or 2 goals. And he missed games. It's rare he played a full season strategic. If he's going to play 82 games, I still believe he's going to get 40, 44 goals and about 60 assists for a total about 100 to 110, 15 points. I would not be surprised. Cool. If the things step up, they can go far. If Toronto, Mr. Ron with Kings, welcome aboard. Yep. 16 game, April 29. Gretzky score and 39 game. Yeah, absolutely right, Yamo. Ridiculous. 50 game coach. Paco have been injured so many times every season. Go 16 game. And Ryan Reed out school, buddy. Stratic and everybody. I thought he was on 38 games. But coach can be off 1 game. I always thought it was 38 game in my head. But I would believe each one of you at 39 game. Great accomplishment, honestly. But Maurice Richard was the first one to do that. Right, where is it? At Skull Buddy. No, 99 did. It was 49 game. Coach, not to Google to answer. But now you can Google, honestly, because we need to see the real number. Look like Strasic is right at 39. Capital tied the win team second season. Terry, welcome aboard, first of all. And Terry said, Capricorn tied a wild team single season scoring record last night. One makes 50 goal this season, but he will get there someday. And I said to you also, Kirill Kaprizov's score is 14 goal in March and 60 game, the most in any calendar month ever by a wild player. The previous mark was set by Eric Stahl in February 2018, 13 goal in 13 game. That's what we do here. We make something special. We make all the milestone. We talk about this one. Joe Thornton, pretty amazing. He become one of the top 6 players, reach 1,000 W on the regular season and the playoff in NHL. He is behind Nicholas Lindstrom, Chris Chelios, Patrick Marleau, Mac Macy, Scott Steven, and all of them is going to be in Hall of Fame or already in Hall of Fame. And I'll be honest with you guys, I thought to ask that question to you, but so maybe some of them already know what I'm talking about. Again, the Sabres. I don't know, Jake. Yesterday and 39 versus Sabre. He have a mid-ski game, I believe. Sweet to hear that. He took Kreski 39 game, hits 50. He scored 5 goals in that 39 game. Nice run. Thank you so much for everybody. Cole was wrong. 38. What about Mike Bossy? 49 and 50. Mike Bossy. Mike Bossy, 50 goal in a 50 game. Here we go. He did it. Mario Lemieux did at 46. Wayne Gretzky, 39, 42, 49. Mike Bossy, 50-50. Maurice Richard, 50-50. He was the first one, guys. Maurice Richard. Not many did it. Wow. Sorry about that. I just love to talk like I just love this me. Salut, coach. Salut, Paul Philo. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. The flowers for Gretzky. 5 goals for that grand one. Sorry, I'm a little hyper today, Danny. Not at all, my friend. Yeah, Strasic. Isn't that strange? Ovechkin never did that. Talk about, you know. Talking about milestone, if you on that. Jonathan Huberdeau, most assists one season by a left wing in NHL history. Past Joe Gino with 71 assists yesterday and 2021. Congratulations for Jonathan Huberdeau. I believe he's underrated. I believe he should consider as one of the best players in NHL, top 5. Past Joe Gino, Kevin Steven, Mats Naslund, and Michel Goulet. I never liked Michel Goulet, Mr. Danny, but he was a great hockey player. What about Mats Naslund? Mats Naslund was the smallest players between those 5 players. But congratulations for... What What about Mr. Terku Rask? Mr. Rask, congratulations. It was his night last night at the Boston Garden, and about the W 8-1 yesterday. Congratulations. We need no more. Gretzky was unbelievable, although great. How about Lemieux? Terry. Honestly, I always consider Lemieux better to Gretzky, but this is a choice, personal choice. And someone said, no, Gretzky was better. I always said, you're absolutely right. Because that's what is your choice. But I would say, me, I always love Mario Lemieux. Mario Lemieux, when he came at the junior for the Laval Voisin, I was at my beginning of 20s, and I was studying the game, the videos, everything like that, and learning to go in the direction of coaching in life. And I have an opportunity to be an intern for the Laval Voisin Laval, and it was Mario Lemieux was played there. And I fall in love with Mario Lemieux right there as a hockey player. And I understand people say, no, Gretzky was better. And I said, oh, great. I agree. But for me, Mario Lemieux was the best hockey player on my eyes. I see play. I cannot remember a lot, Gordy or, like Maurice Richard or Bobby Orr. I see him, but I didn't see Bobby Orr at his best of him. I was too young to see Bobby Orr. I Jean Béliveau, Stan Mikita, those players, I know that. But if you think about everything, we talk about McDavid and Gretzky, Ovechkin, I just feel like Mario Lemieux was something special. That's my person. I love Gosselin, coach. You talk about Goulet. So did Tuukka Rask retire or what? Yes, he got retired a couple of months ago, in January, I believe. And yesterday, I thought it was just the night Tuukka Rask did not retire his jersey. I don't know why they did that, honestly. But that's happening about that. The one player in the NHL I was pure goal scorer was Michael Bossy. What an awesome shot, unreal. Great comment, Jake. Michael Bossy, he owns the record of the goal average per game by a goal, by 0.79, if I can record it. Coach, he remember a lot. He's never at the right the right number, but I'm close, I'm sure. 0.79, if I can record it. Player respect Gretzky so much, nobody has won the number 99 jersey. Absolutely right, Ron. In Quebec, you cannot wear number 9 for Maurice Richard. That's the new thing to stop that. Bossy played 10 seasons and leave to them. He'll have a 60 goal plus. Yes, exactly. By the way, guys, during this off-season, I do flashback players. And I did a flashback about Mike Bossy. And you have a chance to watching my flashback players, NHL, Montreal, Canadian, everything. They are there. That Huberdeau record is really impressive. Generating this many assists off the wing is so unique. And the way you have much ice pass in the winger community center. First of all, you're absolutely right about that. A distributor of the pass is more from the center. And for some reason, the right wing always being better to the left winger. Why? I don't know. I don't know answer for that one there. But you're absolutely right about that. Aesthetic. That's happened. Gordy O has to be a top 3 for Terry Titus. Terry will come back again. Talking about the Rask, everybody, guys, obviously, Mr. Joseph LANHAM. But I've been there a couple of days ago. Now is your turn, Mr. Joseph LANHAM. Congratulations for Joseph LANHAM. The fans of the New Jersey Devils just joined the Montreal Canadiens. They got eliminated yesterday. And they are with the Montreal Canadiens, the Seattle Kraken, the Flyers, and welcome and the playoff. No race team about that one over there. 9 game last night in NHL. If you want to know, the total goal for your prediction is 57. and he was made by the winner is Paul Alkenbach. Alkenbach, I believe, is a new. He was his first game or first night of prediction yesterday. He won at 57. Congratulations! Too many people win the players of the night. You have Matthews, Manor, Trisaddle, Pastnak. Yeah, too many people win it. So, and then I believe John Gregor. I did not do the stat, all right? But I believe, I don't believe it anymore because Calgary lost now. At some point, before the Calgary lost yesterday, I thought it was John Gregor. I thought he was going to win all the game 9-0, but unfortunately the Kings complicated his life yesterday. I think John Gregor is 8-1, but something I have to figure out a little bit later. Awesome image. Yes, I know Joseph, right? So Boston destroyed the New Jersey Devils 8-1 last night. Festival of Boston. Congratulations for the new players. Got a first goal in NHL. Born in Boston, played for Boston College. First game in NHL for the Boston Bruins, and he scored his first goal. I cannot remember his last name. I apologize for that one over there. Jake, did you know Leaf draft pick Normand Aubin? On score 80 goals in 70 games. He's been made at the NHL but flop. Normand Aubin, guys, was an amazing, great hockey player in QM. Now, in my head, again, I remember a lot of things. I'm just confusing about number, everything. I believe Normand Aubin played for the Sorel, Épervier ou Québec Rempart. Normand Aubin. Trois-Rivières-de-Raveur. I have to look about this. But Aubin, he did over 200 points and QM. He was an amazing, great player. Never reached that kind of level. Normand, he been too many times to Hooters, and unfortunately, the Hooters wings and the Hooters beer flopped him completely. But it was an amazing, great. Terry, tonight, the Blues Oilers, a huge game. I think I'm going to go that game. Anyhow, anyway, let's go back to the result of the game. Don't forget to click on the likes. The Toronto Maple Leafs beat the Winnipeg Jets 7-3. Festival of the Goal by Tavares, Nylander, Mano joined the party with Matthews 50 and Giordano, Michel. Congratulations for the Toronto. And Calgary is considers is nice right between the pipe for the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Jets, with that last guy, is almost over for them. I'm going to make another picture when he's going to be done. The Panthers beat the Chicago Blackhawks. We have to give credit for the goaltender, Delia. Jonathan Taze played his 1,000 game. Thornton reached his 1,000 W as a hockey player. So Jonathan Ubi franchise record for most assists in one season. And Proboski played amazing between the pipe. If Proboski does exactly what he did last night, the Panthers are close to the Stanley Cup. Islanders too late. I feel bad for the New York Islanders fans like DH because they're looking great right now. They are right now they are fifth in the Metropolitan Division. A little bit too late for them, unfortunately. Beat again for the third time straight, I believe, the Columbus Blue Jackets 5-2. And like I mentioned, too late. The Carolina Hurricane beat the Montreal Canadiens. Great W for them. Anderson was well. Shamnikov with 2 goals. And, yeah, we know that story about that. Pittsburgh surprised the Minnesota Wild on the OT. Malkin scored the OT goal. And, again, bad news for Jason Zucker. Play only a couple of minutes. Got hurt again. Out. We don't know for how long. Also, Matthew Boldy for Minnesota is out. Colorado came back and win this game 4-2. It was 2-2 at some point. They got a power play goal. Calgary got hurt, come back strong after that. Quenberg was not very good. A second goal of the Brent Burns. But again, it was a good W for the Colorado Avalanche. McKinnon was back on the lineup with some problem with the fingers, whatever we heard. And finally, the Kings surprised and shoot out the Calgary Flames 3-2. And that gave them a good 2 point in front of Edmonton Oilers to stay on the second position. I still believe they will finish third, but we'll see what's happening. Finally, the Dallas Stars, what they did, they knock out a good KO to the Vancouver Canucks and also to the Winnipeg Jets. And right now, that may be the team going to be finish number 7 or number 8. And it would be interesting what happened about that. Jake M, thank you, Coach, on the Norman Aubin background. Not a problem. Ron Piment from the Toronto Maple Leafs won the 187 game. He changed number 692 after he played against the Montreal Canadiens. Yes, Danny. With Piment, guys, he was exactly what Wendell Clark was in NHL. Will Piment have a great year with many years with the Winnipeg Jets, played for Montreal Canadiens at some point, Quebec Nordic. Piment was a solid, a guy was like so strong, born on the farm, and he was an amazing, great hockey player. Well, a lot of time, number 27 usually. Piment was a great hockey player. You guys remind me a lot of great story. Ron Denny, I should have said St. Gretzky retired. Nobody was number 99. Our team has like 97 retired everywhere. Right past playing with this. We cannot prefer Luciano King to finish third because we play better on the road. That'd be awesome. Congratulations, by the way, Ron, for your team yesterday. And that's going to conclude, guys, all the game happening on the road on the game yesterday around the league. And I maybe missed 1 or 2 news, but we have a couple of signatures. Let's talking about the signature. We have a lot of ELC. Xavier Bourgault signed a 2-way contract, ELC for 3 years. Bourgault was a draft first round by the Edmonton Oilers last year. And then we have Nick Perbix, 24 years old, signed with the Tampa Bay Lightnings. A 2-way contract also. We have Lucas Condorda signed with the Montreal Canadiens for a 2 years contract at 24 years old. Spencer Stastny, but with an EY left defenseman, 22 years old, signed with the Nashville Predator. And then we have Brandon Bazzi, not Bassi, but Bazzi. And we have Kim Nuizienen. Maybe Yamo can talk about him. And we have Mikko Kokkanen for the Toronto Maple Leafs sign also. Noel Conler, a Sweden Plus, I can record it. Noel, I expect a lot from him. Unfortunately, we don't him. And then the veteran Alex Kolikowski, guy, signed a 2 years contract with the Toronto Maple Leafs. With the Minnesota Wild, a 2 years contract happening yesterday. Injuries status. The Flyers, Nate Thompson, Scott Loudon, Carter Hart, and Matthias Samuelsson for the Buffalo Sabres. All 4 are healthy for today, so congratulations for them. But yesterday, Jason Zucker, Matthew Boldy, John Merrill, Oliver Killington, Joshua Brown, Asa Lindell, Rand Keslav, and Rand Desangel. All of them are injured yesterday for day-to-day or unknown. So that's happening about that one over there. I just want to mention about this during the game yesterday. So I just want to sharing with you what's going on around the league, everything like that. That's what happened. Good morning, Mr. Luke from British Columbia. Coach, do you think the best winger in the NHL? Coach, do you think this is the best life winning in NHL? Maybe exclude Ovechkin for play right wing a bunch. If you talk about Huberdeau, one of them, I will need to look a bit more search about that one over there. You have a few left winger did very well, honestly, in NHL. You know what I mean? Like, I have to look more about this, but he's one of them. You know, like I mentioned earlier, Mats Naslund, Kevin Stevens, that was them over there. I don't think he was the best scorer or the left winger, but the one more complete, like, you know, passing in return that, maybe one of the best passer in the NHL for sure. That game for the Jet last night was to be depressing. They need to win this just about begin to make the playoff. It was a bad one, Terry. It's not fair, but they have to play back-to-back game. They lost Kyle Connor and also Schmidt because of COVID-19. It was just a bad timing for them, to be honest with you, Terry. Don't be surprised if Jonathan Toews finished his career and he is armed down with the Winnipeg Jet. I agree with you about that one. McKinnon is like a stay-home defense 5 and 6. Don't forget to click on the like. That'd be awesome. And before we leave, guys, we have to go there. Of course, it's time for the Frenchy quiz. We're going to finish early. Today is Friday. And we have to prepare today, the weekend, everything like that. So let's dive in for the first question of the day.
Oh, my God!
Who is going to win? Congratulations for Danny T, Michael DeVillano, Peter Augusta. Peter is not here this morning. But he won the last 2 days, Tuesday and Wednesday, with Jose Duarte Tuesday. Obviously, yesterday we don't have anybody because Sportsology was with us. What do you think about Sportsology? Any feedback in the chat? What do you think about his performance? Did you enjoy it? Did you like about this? I want to remind everybody, Wednesday we have another guest, Marco D'Amico. D'Amico is going to join us talking about Prospect Montreal Canadiens and everything around the league. So Wednesday we have Marco D'Amigo. So I just want to share him. Mr. Inatab, welcome aboard. Thanks for joining us. Mr. Inatab, you show up at the right time to get this one. Question number 1.
Oh, my God!
Easy. It's about yesterday, guys. How many players played last night and their first letter and the last name start with the same letter? So example, Troy Terry for the Anaheim Ducks. His first name is the letter T. The last name is Terry, letter T. How many of them played in NHL yesterday? Is it 23? Under, over, or exact? RG said under. Joseph said exact. I in our top. I all. Ron with King said under. Yamo said over. Peter August, welcome back, Peter. We just talk about you, buddy. Jose Duarte said under. Luke said over. And our top said under. Ren Bass said under. Yamo Veteran Clifford. Danny said under. Anybody else? Mulligan? Tivo Terevenen. Exactly, Mr. Yamo. Exactly. Alan Barnes, welcome aboard. Richard Mullins said exact. John Gregor said under. And that's it. That's all.
Oh, my God!
The winner of the question number 1 is under. 22 players played last night with the same first letter and the same last name, last letters, like Cole Caulfield example. Right? And Vincent Valicat. Exactly, Mr. Notap. Mr. Yamo about that. Congratulations. We have a few people win it. We have already 6 people win the first question. Can they win the second question? Can they get question number 2? All the first overall picks since 1963. That's not including the 3 goaltender. That's not including the Owen Power. Remove them. How many of them did not reach the 100 goal in the NHL? 15 we're looking. Is it under or over? 100 goal. Example, like, you know, Dale Award-Shock or Doug Wickenheiser or Connor McDavid, everybody of them. How many of them never reached the 100 goal in NHL? I'm looking for under or over. Joseph said over. RG said over. Jose Duarte said over. How many of them did not reach the 100 game? Jose Duarte, run with Kings 20. Over. John Gregor, over. Strezik said under. He's the only one. Danny T said over. Richard Mullen, under. Ryan Basque said over. Enal Tap said over. Yamo Vitamin said over. Alan Barnes said under. Luke said under.
Oh my God!
All right, I'm going to repeat the question. Bryce Garrett said under. All the first overall pick since 1963, how many of them did not reach the 100 goal in NHL? 15. Many of you said over. And the answer, guys, is
Oh my God!
under. 14 players only did not reach the 100 goal. And guys, nobody has two good answers after two. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 players right now in this contest with one good answer. And Yamo is 0-2. With Joseph Lamb. But I don't mention their name. I just thinking about them. But we have to go now to question number 3.
Oh my God!
Question number 3. Let's do it again. Last one of the night. Who's going to get 2 good one? How many players have a streak of 10 seasons a plus with a goal at the beginning of the first game of the season? So, example like Denis Savard played 19 season. He scored 10 times a plus at his first game or each season he played in NHL example. The number is 18. Is it under, over, or exact? Danny said exact. Joseph said B. Can he go for 0-3? Yamo, I will hit 0. Danny, exact for RJ. Jose Duarte said exact. Ron Wiking said exact. I have to take all the answers. Bryce Garrett said exact. Enotap said under. Richard Molin said under. Mr. Enotap, where are you? Right here. Strazik said under. Peter August said exact. Peter was 0-2 so far. Yamu said under. Now you're changing your answer. Yamu, and now under is good. I got it. Look, he said B. About that one over there. Bryce, I got it. Alan Barnes said over. Ren Bass said C. Never mind. Under. All right. Maybe you just lost. We knows what happened. Here we go. For the game today. And we have a few of them. Did it?
Oh my God!
Because the answer is exact. So Ryan Bass just lost. But congratulations, Jose Duarte, Ron with Kings, RJ, and Danny T with 2, plus Bryce Garrett with 2. 5 players step up today with a W. Congratulations for each one of them. But Ryan, you just lost. And Yamo, Joseph Laham, 0-2 today. But played as what the Devils played last night. Yes, Joseph, about that one. And Ryan just lost on that one. Mr. Yamo, unfortunately, 0-2 today. Congratulations again, Danny T, RJ, Ron with Kings, 20, and Jose Duarte, and plus Bryce Garrett. You guys, you have a W today. And again, congratulations about that over there. Before you leave, don't forget to click on the likes at the front door. That's the only one. That's the only way you can get out from the channel of the show today. If not, you're going to stuck all day long at the YouTube channel. You have to click on the likes. You have no choice. But guys, it was a good show. I love talking with you. It's fun. Sometimes, guys, I prepare the show, but because you talk and you make some different conversation. We talk today, guys, about Huberto, the 50 goal. We talk about the playoff race. It's just fun. I love it. I just love it. And Stratic and everybody, guys, you bring some now great knowledge. We have a new team now in Quebec next season. Ottawa is moving. And Patrick Carey Price is on the bench tomorrow night. It's just fun. It's just love it. So until then, my friend, we wish you an amazing, great afternoon. But we want to remind you with Mr. Enata. We'll see you tonight at 6 o'clock.
You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
Yes, you have greatness inside of you. Yes, you are amazing. Of course, and of course, we love each one of you. Have an amazing, great afternoon. I can't wait to see you at 6 o'clock. But before we leave, we want to remind you, yes, you, be well, be healthy. Find a way not only dominate your day. Find a way to dominate what, Mr. Enata? You just said 2022. Have an amazing, great day, everybody. It's a great comment, Chris Z. I love your comment because I talked about this during my pre-game show for the Montreal Canadiens yesterday. Chris, I said the Panthers looking for the fancy pass and the Hurricane. They want to shoot the puck with cows in front of that. You're absolutely right about that. I cannot be more agree with you. Great comments, Mr. Chris Z. Don't forget to click on the likes. We wish you an amazing, great afternoon. Have a good one, Adam. Luke, Ryan, Danny, Enata, Bryce Garrett, Joseph Laham, Yamo, Danny D. John Gregor, Jose Duarte, we love you.
Come on, get a grip now of all the ways we parted.
Alexis Dubut, we saw him earlier.